So hi everybody. In the last video we had a look on how things work, how void setup and void loop actually works. Why do we have to have two such blocks for our purpose? And even we saw a real life example. So which type of things has to come within the void setup, that waking up, eating, dressing, like that, and which type of things has to come within the void loop, like walking, breathing, talking, things like that. So if you don't have any idea, I urge you to go and watch the last video and come back, or you can go and watch the first video, second video, and come back to this third video. So today we will see in a technical terms, in Arduino, why do we have to use void setup and void loop, and we will see a technical example, because we had a look on the real world example. Now we will have a look on the technical example on which part of a coding should come inside the setup loop, which part of a real world example, technical example, should come inside the void loop. So let's assume we have a temperature sensor, and let's say we have a temperature sensor, and using the sensor we are going to read temperature of a room, and we are going to monitor the temperature value of the room. So that means for the day, throughout the day, you are going to monitor the temperature value of the room. Throughout the day you are going to see the know the values of the temperature of the room, maybe within once in a 1 hour, or once in a 1 minute, or once in a 30 seconds, things like that. You get the updates and you are going to keep reading the values. So you may use a temperature sensor for the purpose, along with an Arduino or Node MCU or anything. So temperature sensor, it can be LM35, it can be DH11. There are things, you don't get confused with the terms. There are sensors, okay? So I don't mention that sensors names anyway. So what actually you have to do is, the algorithm can be like this. So first you have to start the sensor, right? You have to begin the processor. So maybe you can start. Okay, then what you have to do is you have to keep reading the temperature values, right? Keep reading. And also keep reading is not enough, right? Your Arduino has to keep sending, right? So let's say, I don't know whether there will be enough space. Okay, keep sending. So there are three things: keep reading, start, keep reading, and keep sending. So let's just remember, sending means what? It is coming to a IoT platform, or it's coming to a phone through SMS, or it's coming to serial monitor, or whatever it is. Okay, it's up to you. Or maybe LCD display. Okay, it's up to you. So there are three things. So now we will see which part. So these three things will be considered translated into a code, and it will be displayed. It will be sent to the uploaded to Arduino as a program. So that code either has to be written within this void setup or void loop, or within both. Okay, so you have to decide which part of the code should come inside the void setup, which part of the code should come inside the void loop. Let's see. So the first thing, start. Okay, so the starting part, keep reading part, and keep sending part, right? Just remember, the starting part, does it has to be a one-time thing or repetitive thing? You have to think like that. So, okay, so starting is one-time thing, right? You start only one time until you stop it, right? So you keep reading. So let's say you are not stopping it, so you are starting. So that starting, as it is one time running, so what is the block for one time running? It is the setup block, right? So block 1 is the one time running block, this block, right? So the starting part, what you have to do is you are write within this setup block, start. So this is not a coding word, but I'm just writing it. Okay, you have to start it, right? So once you started that, then let's see that. Okay, so the start is done. Okay, so I will do like this. Okay, start is done. Now keep reading. You have to read the values. Okay, so let's write reading. Let's not write keep reading. Reading and sending. Okay, so reading, so you have to read it, right? So how many times you have to read it? One time, two times, or 10 times? You have to read it forever, repetitively. Okay, because if you read the temperature one time, and if you see the values, and if you are satisfied with that, what's the point? After 30 minutes the temperature value might have changed. Okay, so you want the continuous temperature values read and sent to you, right? So reading has to be a repetitive process, right? I hope that's very clear. So reading has to be coming either inside void setup or void loop. That means either here or here. So obviously it has to come inside repetitive stuff. So here we have repetitive running, so it has to come inside void loop. So I will write that. Okay, so reading should be here, obvious, right? So what about sending? No. So once you read it, you have to send it, right? So you have to keep reading and you have to keep sending. So obviously sending also should come inside void loop. Okay, so what if you write reading and sending inside, I will remove this part so that we can see everything in one space, one what do you call, one view. So what if you write the reading and sending part inside the setup loop, setup condition or setup block? The point is one time starting, one time reading, one time sending, finished. You have only one value for the whole lifetime, for the whole day. What's the point? So that's why we have to write this inside the start, write the reading and sending inside the void loop. So that is very important. Now you can understand the significance of the void loop. There's no way you should write within there, right? So now you may ask me, so why do you have to write the void setup, start part inside the void setup? That also you can write inside the void loop, right? So starting also we can write within the void loop, right? Why do you have to write it here? You may ask me. So the thing is, you can write, there's nothing wrong, right? So what actually will happen is this void loop will start. Okay, so come and first we will if you have the start part here. Okay, so start part will work. Okay, then reading will work. Okay, reading will be implemented, then sending will be implemented, then again what will happen, this void loop ends. So what I said, repetitive running. So again the void loop will run again from the beginning. So it will come here, it will run the first line, starting, reading, okay, sending, things will keep happening. So but starting, if we do it only one time, that's enough. We don't need to do it repetitively. It will work, obviously, there's no doubt on that, but it is an unnecessary process, right? So it is actually an unnecessary waste of time. So what we can do is unnecessary waste of time waste. And yes, your processing power is waste. You are wasting the processing power of the Arduino. So both are wasted, and maybe memory, and there may be other things can also be wasted. Maybe since it is a simple process, you may not be able to find the difference. But if it is a long process, if there are thousands lines of codes, if you have this kind of coding practice, unnecessary work to the system, it may make a delay in a huge number of time. Even if this takes a 30-second delay, that's a big delay to us, right? We want things to be fast, right? So this is an waste of time and waste of processing power, so people don't prefer it. So if it is enough with one time, we keep it inside the void setup. We run only one time, that's enough. Why do you have to repeat it? So we have the starting part here, we have the reading and sending part here. You get the point? So before finishing it, I'm trying to explain you what actually happens again. So first the Arduino will come and Arduino will start the void setup. Okay, so it will see, okay, within the void setup, did you write something? Yes, you have wrote something, but you are written start. So this line first program will come here. Okay, this comment line program will ignore and we will come to the coding. So start, the program will start. Okay, start the temperature sensor, and then it will come to the last line. So the Arduino will see, okay, void setup is finished. Do I have to go again to this first line? To this line? No, because I am instructed that void setup has to run only one time. So once time start, void setup finished. So once the void setup finished, Arduino will come to void loop. Okay, I have to run that, he knows. So he enters inside the void loop. So where he enters here, okay, where my arrow is, okay, I mean here where my arrow is. So it enters here, it will ignore the first line as it is a comment, and it will come to the reading line. So it will start reading, it will read, and it will come to the next line and send the reading value. So once it's sent, it will come here and it will see the void loop is finished, ended. So he knows void loop has to be repeated. Okay, so he doesn't go here, he doesn't go to the void setup because it's done, it's only one time. Okay, you see this? So there's no such thing going back to the void setup. Okay, so once he came here, he will again come to the first line void loop. Okay, he will again start the void loop because he knows I have to repeat the void loop. So once the void loop is open here, so we will ignore the command line and will come here. He will again run the reading. Okay, and the next line he will again run the sending, and the next line void loop is finished. So he knows void loop has to be repeated. So he will come to the first line again and he will keep again reading and sending. So it will run forever. So that's all. I hope you have understood how this thing works with the technological in a technological perspective. And now we will in the next video we will really write a coding on some real task where you can have a more real coding based idea on how void setup, which part of the code should come within void setup and which part of the code should come inside void loop. So until then, have a great day ahead. Bye.